All right, y'all, good morning. Fishing a spot that I fished this past weekend, and we did pretty good. What it is it's a big hole we're starting out in. And as we were coming up out of that hole up to the, the regular channel, man, got bit there every single time. And I went back across it twice, and then I got bit both times coming up out of this hole. So we're gonna try it one more time. The only problem is what we don't have today is we don't have the current we had Saturday. So I don't know when they're going to turn it on. I didn't look at their website to see when they were going to turn it on. But hopefully they do turn it on, because current would be key right now. But we're going to have a good south wind today. It's supposed to pick up. It's supposed to pick up, like they said, 15, 20 mile an hour wind today, which is not so bad because I always fish into the the south wind, so that's not going to be too bad. But I'll tell you one thing that I was doing. Okay, so I was using the the rattles, right? The top water lures, whatever you want to call them. And well, I was using them. Well, I've been using them off and on. And the problem with those is when we do get current here, and then I can't ever keep them. I lose them, and I don't know why. I don't know if it's because either I'm doing something completely wrong, or is when we start, they're not as buoyant as they say they are. So when you add, bait to it, when you add, current pushing down through it, it's big. And I think that what happens is when I start coming across stuff, it's kind of laying it down because it's creating a bunch of drag. I don't know, I could be completely wrong on that, but I know every time I've tried to drag, typical spots that I would drag, I would lose them. Last time I was out with them, I had two on these inside planer boards, and within the first 10 minutes, both of them got hung up and broke off, where the regular, Santee Cooper rig that I use with just the peg float works right, goes right through it. Then when I drug this spot the second time, I had nothing but just regular peg floats on. Everything made through just fine. So I don't know. It could be like I said, maybe I'm doing something wrong. I don't know. But anyway, so I want y'all to check out this this monstrosity to me anyway. But what this is, okay, so this little rattle here is Carolina Lake Weights sent me these to try. And then another friend of mine says that what he does, this is exactly how he rigs his up. He puts a couple beads to keep it away from the hook, then puts this on, then he puts a bead there, then he puts a peg float. Now I was messing with it earlier. Now the peg float keeps it up. I was really thinking, but I think as it gets a little bit deeper, this little plastic rattle I think it's a little bit more buoyant than them rattles are. So we're gonna give it a shot. I got, again, these are gonna be on the two inside boards, and we're gonna give it a shot, see what happens. I don't know, I don't know how well it's gonna work, but we'll find out. But I'm gonna get these two last poles out, because we're getting ready to, we got a little bit before we come up on the spot where we were doing real good. So yeah, hopefully it works out. I'm curious. I'm curious. I'm not a big fan of all this down here by the hook. I'm not. I never have been. I see some rigs out there that are, I don't know. I really don't know. But, hey, people catch fish with them. People catch fish with them all the time. Catch big fish with them. So, I don't know. I'm going to give this a shot. I'm going to run this. I'll run this definitely today. Probably a couple trips afterwards, just to kind of see. But we'll find out. Because I'm more of a, simple is best. I think a lot of this stuff, which, again, in my mind, this would scare off a catfish. But like I said, there's a lot of people that swear by it and they fish it, they love it, and they catch a lot of good fish with them. So we'll see. I'll put a couple baits down there and we'll find out if it works. All right, y'all, we're gonna completely change locations. I just ain't feeling it down here. We drug a pretty good ways, didn't even get a bite, so we are going to go change locations. In fact, not having no current, that kind of sucks, but I've got spots that I've done pretty well when I didn't have any current. You don't need a whole lot of current to fish them, so. We are going to, look at that, I didn't even get the first nibble on this stuff, man. That's terrible. We drug a pretty good ways. So we are gonna go to a completely different end of the river where I'm hoping these fish are hanging out at. All right, y'all. We made a completely different change. I was at the north on the river. First two spots did not even a single bite, man. I know a lot of it has to deal with the fact we ain't got no current right now, but man, I couldn't believe it. Drug some good water, seen some good fish. But like I said, I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that we just ain't got no current right now. We got a little bit up here, because I ran about 14 miles to get to a stretch of river that has a lot more deep water in it. And I want to say that that's probably going to be key. So we're going to see how far we can get. But we do have a little bit more current on this end. Get everything. Got to try to salvage the day. That is a fact. We ain't done good. Man, y'all, it's been a terrible morning. First two spots, I didn't get nothing. I went to set up on this spot. Lo and behold, there's a net, a damn gill net. I think that should be illegal, man. I tell you what, I got it. They're commercial fishermen. They do what they do, but when you got 20 miles of river that's just full of nets and trot lines, this is unreal. So I'm tangled up in this guy's net because it wasn't that very far down. That's the biggest thing. So I got to try to get it out of my trolling motor. And then look what I catch. Look what I hang into. It's been terrible. Oh, it's been terrible. And I got a nice flathead sitting right there. You guys, man, I'm gonna tell you what, this has just been it's been a day. It's been a morning, I'll tell you. So I got this net. It's definitely caught my trolling motor. And while I was sitting there trying to get it out of my rod, hung me a flathead. That's awesome. Come here, buddy. Come here, buddy. Oh my Lord. Oh, it's just been, I can't believe it. I can't believe it. I've got a mess. I've got crap everywhere. I've got rods stuck in a net. Come here, buddy. Come here. Look at that dude. Look at that dude right there. He's a good one. One of the better ones I've caught this year for sure. All right, buddy, I'm gonna let you go so I can tend to this crap here. Thank you. Well, you could have done without all that, I promise you. Oh God. Okay, had one smack the, I mean, he just literally smacked my suspended rod. Look at the drag. Look at the drag. Oh my God, he smacked the crap out of, oh, there he goes. Oh, man. Oh, that's a good fish there. And we got current, so. Man, I mean, he just smacked that suspended rod. Oh man. Oh, there he goes, there he goes. What do I got a hold of? What do I got a hold of here? I couldn't even get it out of the rod holder. Is it another flathead? That'd be awesome. Oh my God. I mean, he buried that rod. I couldn't even get it out of the rod holder. It is another flathead. Man, it is another flathead. Heck yeah. Oh, come here, buddy. Oh, come here, buddy. It is another flathead. Oh, golly. Oh. Oh my God. I know some of y'all, it's not a big deal, but man, I've been chasing these flatheads and you know, you guys haven't seen it. Well, I hate it when that battery dies. It's the most inopportune time. But yeah, look, I mean, another flathead. That is so awesome. Man, that old triple thread hook, man, it got him right behind everything where it needed to be. Man. Oh, that is so awesome. That is so awesome. Let's get a look at this dude. He's bigger than the last one. Yeah, he's bigger than the last one. Holy cow. Holy cow. Slow down. He is bigger than the last one. Okay, well, let me get a picture of him real quick. Okay. All right, buddy, I'll let you go. Camera's still going. Yeah, let me turn you this way. Yeah, that's, hell, he's close to 40 pounds, but he don't look it. Thank you, buddy. Heck yeah. Man, I go all this time without catching a flathead. And you know, like I said, off camera or trying to film a flathead fishing trip, and I get skunked. I just don't have the, touch when it comes to them flatheads, I guess. They come off of heads too. But I just don't have the touch when it comes to them flatheads. Yeah. All right, man, we'll talk to you later. All right, man. Bye. Well, hello, Mr. Blue. I was wondering when I would see one of y'all. I really was. That time of day, though. That's I think it is. I think it's that time of day. Sorry about that phone call, but he's just trying to help me out. Get my office squared away. Well, hello, Mr. Blue. You were down there messing with that thing for a little bit. Look at him. Look at him. Boy, you can see how muddy they are. We got some decent current today. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. That'll just add to them 2 flatheads I caught today. Oh, God. Oh, There we go. Not the big one I'm looking for, but it's a fish. Yeah, he's definitely not the big one I'm looking for. Man, but they're just, he was extremely deep. And like I said, I'm in 57 foot of water. I think that fish is on here. I think he is. I'll have to reel him in here in a minute. Like I said, not a big one, but deep. But he ate the rattle. I guess that's a, I don't know how he's all kinds of messed up, man. But he dang sure, he ate that rattle. Oh God, oh God. There's a good fish. That's a good fish. And I know I got one on this planer board here. Oh God. Yeah, that's a, yeah, there we go. Stay pinned, buddy. Triple threats don't let me down. Hope this boat don't run me over. God dog. I know there's one on this, like I said, on this inside planer board here. God dog. Oh man. It's a good fish here, boys. Buddy, I'm sorry, you're gonna have to move. It's a good fish here. I mean, we got currents. There he goes. I told you, it was just, I mean, he's not a huge fish. I mean, don't get me wrong. But he ain't no little one either. Like I said, I know there's one on that. Oh God. Yeah, he's no state record. Here we go. Now that I finally got him on this side of the boat. Buddy, I'm sorry about that. You're just all kinds of messed up, ain't you? Look at that blue there. God, dog. I was just telling you, it just been a weird day, weird bite. It just couldn't come across the right fish. God, dog, that's a big fat pig right there. That's a big fat pig right there. All right, come on, buddy. Get these rods out of the way. Tell you what, boy, these smack down rod holders and stuff, boy, I tell you what, they do the trick every single time. Act like a second person out here. Okay. No. He's just a short. I got it. I'll get you taken care of here in a minute. Buddy. Oh, man, total chaos back here. I come across the wad of them, I promise you. Yeah, he's on there, but he's a little one. I mean, a real little one. Oh, it was just a weird day, man. So this fish, he hit it, but I didn't think he actually had it. But this again was on the other rattle, so might be something to that. How good are you hooked? Oh, you're not bad. You're just whisker hooked, that's what it was. Yeah, you got these stupid. Okay, get out of there. I got catfish everywhere, man. Let me spot lock this boat. Oh God, I got catfish everywhere, y'all. Let me hurry up and get these other ones back. Well, I need to tend to that big one. God almighty. You want to talk about hell, I can't waste too much time, buddy. Man, you football. I know. I'm gonna take care of you here in a second, buddy. Let me just get all this crap out of your way. Man, this old fish done got me. Okay, let's see what. I ain't 100% sure how you did that, but you did. Ouch. God dog, would you knock it off? I'm gonna let you go. You too, knock it off. Okay. All right, now to tend to you. That's a big fish, boys. I mean, just the gut on him. He's a good one. All right, let me get this rod out of here before it gets broken. Yeah, I know, buddy. Hold on, I'm just trying to clean this up for you. Just trying to clean this all up for you. He is definitely not a long fish, but he is fat. I mean fat. Hold on, buddy, hold on. God, dog, look at that thing. Oh, oh God, look at him. Yeah, he's definitely in the 40s for sure. Let me get a picture of this dude. Yeah, this fish is, oh man, he's a good one. Oh, thank you. There you go. Like I was saying, man, today just felt like a big fish day. Had them 30-pound flatheads. And that dude hit. You know, it's been a weird day. I'll explain once I get all this taken care of. I'll explain. But I gotta get some rods back out in the water first. My God. Oh, that was so much fun. Okay. All right, let me get some bait cut up. We gotta get some rods back out in the water. There's a fish. God, dog. Yeah, he's not a big one. It's another fish. I'll say I was seeing him on the graph. Coming towards the end of the day. Yeah, he's not a big one. But sure glad to have him. He must have hit it while I wasn't paying attention. So I think, yeah, hope y'all saw that. Figured as soon as I turned my back, one would hit. Not a bad one. Yeah, he ain't a bad one. Come here, buddy. Come here, buddy. Come here, buddy. Get over here. Get out of that current. Oh, yeah. Oh, God. He's about another 10, 12 pounder. Not a bad one. It seems like with these fish today, I can't go deep enough. Yeah, I just can't go deep enough on these fish today. Big old, what he is, it's a male. All right, buddy, appreciate it. All right, well anyway, y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and close this video out. Yeah, it's been a day to say the least. It really has. I went to my first couple spots that I wanted to fish this morning, and you know, which was both of them spots were guaranteed catch fish places. Now, I ain't gonna say big ones, but I'm gonna say I would have caught dinks or, you know, 5, 10 pounders, something like that. I drugged both spots and didn't get a single bite. I didn't have anything touch my bait, and that was disheartening. I was like, oh God, you know, how could that possibly be? Well, but we didn't have any current at that time, which was, you know, according to the, you know, the website stuff, we were supposed to have current, whatever. We didn't have it. You know, it's right. You know, it's kind of like a broken clock. You know, it's right twice a day. But anyway, so after that, I moved down this way. I figured if I could pick up some current, I'd be doing all right. So I guess as I was running, they had turned the current on. So when I pulled up to my first spot, which is around the bend there, we had really good current. I mean, a lot of current. I was like, okay. So I was going to stay closer to the bank. So what I ended up doing was I ended up pulling out to the deeper channel, and that's where I ended up picking up that one flathead. But yeah, ended up running into I guess somebody's net. I don't know if it's like a gill net or something like that for Asian carp. I'm not 100% sure what kind of net it was, but I will tell you it wasn't marked. And then so whenever, you know, my suspended rod got hung up in it, and then I was trying to figure out what it was, and then all that stuff. Well, then my trolling motor got hung in it as I was apparently pulling it up. Oh, that so I'm gonna have to cut a little bit of that portion out, because to say I was upset would be an understatement. Because I don't mind fishing around that stuff. It's just when it's not marked is what really irritates me. Just like trot lines people leave out here. But anyway, so I ended up catching that. He was mid-30s flathead I was dragging, and so after I got all that taken care of, I ended up, you know, moving around, and then I kept dragging, then I ended up picking up another flathead, and that's pretty awesome, because like I said, ever since spring, them flatheads they have eluded me, and I've actually went out and targeted, you know, went to try and target them fish. I just don't have the touch. I mean, there's a lot of people out there that I know that can. I mean, they could catch a big flathead out of a 5-gallon bucket, and I just had a hard time this year, which I could typically catch them, but I just had a hard time this year. And to catch two like that, two good quality flatheads like that, was pretty awesome. But with all the stuff that was going on early this morning, and of course all the current stuff like that, it just kind of felt like a weird day. So I just, you know, I figured, well, heck with it. I'm just going to go as deep as I possibly can. So I found some 60-foot water and started dragging it. And, you know, it was just full of fish. So what that brings me back to is what I wanted to say was that when there's no current, fish are kind of moving. They're not gonna be as active, because they, you know, they don't really need to be. They probably fed all night again last night. But when that current starts ripping like it did for that period of time, it's actually slowing down now. But when it was ripping like it did, well, what they're going to do is they're going to try to get out of that current. That's their main goal. They want to get out of that current. They don't want to use as much energy than they have to. So that was my thoughts, saying, okay, well, let me just go deep and just keep getting deeper until I find them. And I found some. I'm gonna tell you, that one that was about 50. I caught some other smaller ones. You know, caught some 10-pounders, 15-pounders. I mean, it was something else. I mean, it was just all of a sudden. And then like that, well, of course, that was when I was in a hole. I'm out of the holes now. But that was when the current was still ripping. But I can see just behind the boat, they have shut that current down, which they were supposed to. So, but yeah, like I said, it was just a day. I just knew I was going to get a good bite today, and thankfully I did. Well, of course, the flatheads. If I only caught just them 2 flatheads, I'd have had a perfect day, you know. But to me, those are some of the funnest to catch, and that's something I got to do, man. I got to get a little bit better at that around here. And I got a lot of guys that, you know, are more than willing to show me and take me and all that stuff, but you know, I kind of want to try to figure it out on my own if I can. But anyway, with all that being said, I really do appreciate you guys watching these videos. I really do. It means a lot. You know, I'm going to be out here anyway, you know, fishing. It's just great that now I can take my trips and share them with all y'all. So again, I appreciate you watching this one. I'll catch you on the next one.